introduce further about him, but I will say one thing without Red Redfern, who is going to be our main guest speaker today. I haven't spoken to him before, but last weekend, around Thursday, I believe, I reached out to him and told him that founders, the Kenyan founders, have sent me a list of the founders or the leaders they want to speak in their Zooms. And Red Fund is one of them, Mike Ellis, Marina. I have that list, so I try to reach out as much as I can. Red Fund, I reached out on Thursday, which all of you can agree was too late, short notice. And he told me that I could have loved to come on, but I'm taking care of my grandkids this weekend, but I will be there next weekend. That's the spirit of Onpassive. That's the spirit of our CEO, Ash Mufari. So without further ado, I will let you, Lynn, welcome our guest of the day so that we can start our meeting today to learn more about the value Onpassive brings to us. Thank you so much, Lynn. Back to you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. And it is my pleasure and honor to present Red Redfern. We call him Mr. Q&A. He has been in Onpassive, I think, since 2019, right? Red, 2019, early? 2018? Oh, you're so lucky.
September,
you came in early.
September 18.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great. Okay, September 2018. He is in UK. He's a chef by profession, but guess what? He's much more than just a chef to us. He's a lot more than a chef to us. In fact, he has been a great contributor to Ash Mufari and Onpassive. He has a heart for us. We are so lucky. He has produced numerous videos to benefit us, benefit guests as well, but particularly to benefit founders. He has a daily update on YouTube. It's a live that we recommend that you attend. You can get, he provides like analyses of the recent videos, corporate videos and what's happening in the company. Updates are really, really good. So we recommend that you join his YouTube channel. That would be supportive of him as well as of Onpassive. And he is just a great asset to Onpassive. So we want to recognize him today for giving his time and expertise to share with us in this Kenyan webinar. Take it away, Red.
Thanks very much, Lynn and Gladys. We've got Gideon here, Cedric Flowers, my man, is in the house as well, Jim, Mary and Monica. I can see Jelana as well. I can see that. Welcome, everybody. My pleasure to be here amongst my Kenyan brothers and sisters. Kenya's got a special place in my heart. I was stationed out there for about 4 months in 1983, a long time ago, probably before many of you were born. And I spent a little time in Nairobi, and then subsequently after that up in a place called Nanuki and Impala Farm up country. So I had a great time out there, and we went to Mombasa as well. Had a bit of an R&R there, and Lake Victoria and all around there. Great place. Went down the equator and all the rest of it as well. We had a fantastic time. It really was good fun. So yes, my Onpassive journey, I got involved in late September 2018. Could you believe it? There was just over 2,000 founders there in 2018. Really was amazing just to have that many people there at that time. And I got involved through a friend of mine. We'd been involved in other businesses as well. And he said, Red, you need to have a look at this. I've been like many people, you know, when you've got some money and they say, invest it with us and we'll turn it into this, and just sit back. You don't have to do anything. We'll do everything for you. And then you wake up one morning and there's no website and the money's all gone. I had a succession of all these types of things over a 2-year period. And when Onpassive came my way, I was actively looking for another venture that didn't involve bots, robots, and get rich, invest your money, ROIs, and all the rest of it. And I back in my youth, I'd been involved with Amway, which was a product-based business, and I understood how the workings of a product-based business all sort of panned out. And when I got shown Onpassive in those days, it was just going to be a marketing platform to help people market their businesses and whatever they were doing online. So I had a listen to the 2 audio videos that were available in those days by Aisha. There was no Onpassive name. There is no back office. There was no website. There was nothing, just 2 audio videos. And if you go to my YouTube channel, those audios are there for you to listen. And it really is amazing listening to those again 3.5 years later, just over 3.5 years later, of Ash's vision back then to where we are right now today. You know, he is not wavered far from the line of what he wanted to achieve. And in fact, he's probably at least 2 years ahead in time of what his vision was, because what we have now as far as our back office of O-Founders and the products and services of Onpassive is what he wanted at the end of the complete Onpassive ecosystem. We were going to launch with a small version, add to it and change it as we were going along. And around about the January, February of 2020 is the time when we changed completely to go down this new route that we're on now. And we are very, very close to that launch to the general public. So I jumped on in and I basically took the bull by the horns. I decided that if I was going to do this, this was for me my last chance cafe. It was my last online venture I was going to do. Luckily, I have a very understanding wife, and with her backing, she said, Red, this is the last time you're going to put any money into anything at all. Okay, so if this one doesn't work out, that's it for you. All right. And yes, I agreed, obviously. And I got to work with my business partner, Peter Rogers. We both got involved back end of September, early October. And our first goal that we had was to get to 100 founders by the time we hit the Christmas of 2018. Now, we did that with a few weeks to spare, and we just kicked on from there, to be absolutely honest with you. We got heavily involved, both of us, in Onpassive. We learned as much as possible. I am a stickler for detail, and with that type of detail, every time anything new came out, this is I think the O-Founders website we've got now is about the 7th version of a founder's back office we have had. And each time we have been given one, I've made it my point to know as much information as possible about that back office to help as many people as possible. And around about the June, I think, of 2020, I think May, June time, I was invited to join the Leadership Council by Aisha. This was the 2nd Leadership Council, I believe. And alongside Marty DeGarmo and Mike Ellis and Dan Street and many other exceptionally good leaders, we got to work on basically changing how Onpassive was as a company. We were marketing and doing videos and everything very heavily. And you could see by the graph of the foundership, the explosion that happened from that June time in 2020 to where we are. We brought in the first year of Onpassive, around about 70 to 80,000 founders came in 1 year. And the subsequent year when we got started, 800,000 came in that 1 year. So that shows you what growth it was. I'm extremely proud of being a founder in Onpassive for many reasons. One of them is to be involved with a visionary company that has us, the foundership, at its heart. They are a company and a business, and they want to make money why wouldn't they? That is the whole ethos of what a company and business wants to do. They want to make money, but what they're not being is greedy. They want to then give back as much as possible to the foundership, which is all of us here, to then make our own residual income online. I've never come across a company that have the passion for the foundership as this company does. Aisha Farah is striving, and he is going above and beyond as a CEO to realize that dream, not only of his own reality as far as Onpassive, the business, is concerned, but also for us. Everything he does is going to benefit every single one of us here. We only know such a small proportion of the revenue and earning potential that we have as a founder. It's not just about how big your team is at all. There is so many other avenues that we don't even know about yet of how income is going to fall into our wallets. And that is going to be generated 100% by the company for what efforts they make. All we have to do as a founder is to participate and to plug in. So since my time on the Leadership Council, I have not worked on my own personal team in one little bit. Everything I do now is for the good and benefit of the company. I've really have thoroughly enjoyed my journey so far within the company. I've had, same as everyone else, lots of sleepless nights. I work on Onpassive time these days, which is inevitably sleeping twice a day for snippets of time, because there's always another webinar. And especially being in the UK, a lot of the webinars and work that I do is with people from the States. And obviously that 5, 6 hour, 7 hour time difference really does not help much. And then it's the other way when we're going east. Of course, they're up earlier than I am. So if I'm doing Philippines and Australia and all the rest of it, then again, it goes to the other way. But do you know something? Ash has said on many occasions that a lot of Onpassive is about the journey, and it really is about the journey. Listen, I'm not getting away from any way, shape or form why we all joined Onpassive. Every single one of us looked at Onpassive the very first time for one reason: to make a residual income online. And that is why we first joined. But doesn't it change? The more we understand about Onpassive, the more that we get involved with Onpassive, the more we understand that it is a vehicle for us as people to do so much more than just earn some money. We can do so much more with our families, our friends, our communities around us. And this is the thing that excites me more than anything about Onpassive. And the reason it excites me is because Onpassive is a level playing field. It's going to make the biggest difference in the poorest of countries. And this is what I'm excited to see. Everyone gets paid the same. There is no qualifications. If you're in Onpassive as a founder, you have exactly the same opportunity as every other founder in Onpassive to make whatever residual income you want. And I am excited to watch these countries grow when Onpassive launches. And it's going to be an absolute amazement that what is going to happen in your communities. It really is, because obviously everyone's going to fill their tanks first, and that's just natural. You then move on to your family, your immediate family, and make sure they're looked after. And then after that, it spreads out. And if every single one of us spreads out a little bit and helps our own communities, not only is it going to change these communities, but it's also going to change countries. The likes of PNG and Papua New Guinea, where you have small islands, it is going to revolutionize what it's going to do. In Kenya, I know because I've been there, it's going to revolutionize small townships within Kenya all over the place because of Onpassive, because it's a level playing field, because it's digital, because it's online. You are not being beheld by governments or anything like that, because it is all online. Digital products, digital services that customers around the globe will willingly and want to use and pay for. We as founders will get a residual income from that. So I'm very excited to see what's going on. I'm very excited to still be part of the company and the leadership. And I always strive to try and do my best to help as many people as possible, not only to understand Onpassive, but also to help out in any way with any problems. Okay, back over to you, Lynn.
Thank you. That was a great presentation. Kind of gives you everything that you've done since you started with Onpassive in a nutshell. But yeah, I think the themes that you mentioned today were very significant, talking about how Onpassive and Ashmafara, they have a passion for us. You don't see that in other companies. Companies are in it for themselves, right? Self-interest, but it's different with Onpassive. I think that's really special. Also, the fact that I see that leaders of this company are very actively involved in helping others. They're not concerned as much with their teams per se, like you and I, but we're helping everyone. And it's like, we view everyone as valuable, equally valuable. So we want to help everyone, every team, every founder, every guest, because we have a greater mission, and that mission is to change people's lives. So this is an underlying theme, I guess I would say, of Onpassive and the people in it. We all have a heart for humanity. So thank you for sharing that. We're going to open it now for questions and comments. First, we have Sapna Gupta. Would you unmute yourself and speak?
Yeah, hi to all the founders. I'm being so glad. Can you hear me? I'm audible.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do you all understand English?
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
Yes,
Okay,
go ahead.
Thank you
Yes,
for
we
giving me
do.
the
And
permission to put down my question. My question is to Red, and this is not my question. This is the question in the back of the mind of every founder. When we have reached to 11 lakh plus founders family in Onpassive.
okay,
When
let
this
me
founder
interrupt you for a
platform,
second, please. Excuse me, I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. We just wanna make you aware that this is not a private founders Zoom meeting. So, you know, there's some information that is proprietary and there's some information that we can share openly. So when you ask your questions, please ask with that in mind. We have some guests on, so we want to, the guidelines of being a founder. Some information is a privilege to us that we can only share in the back office. So I just have that at the back of your mind as you ask. Thank you so much.
Okay. So my question is, when this founder platform is going to be closed?
The founders opportunity, okay,
Yes.
where we are still inviting founders in here. It could be any time, it could be tomorrow, it could be Monday. We don't know. Our CEO has got an idea of what he wants, and we don't know that, to be honest. But one thing we do know is that when we hit the semi-launch, premier launch, whatever the next stage is, okay, where we start beta testing the wallets, this is the time that anybody who is, any of us get a bonus. This is when the price will be going up to be either a founder or the next stage. Now, I, in my own gut feeling, and this is only what I think, by the way, so don't go back going saying, oh, Red said. My gut feeling is that it will be this year when that founder's positions will be stopped. So we are now on the 11th of December. So you can do your own mathematics on that, but my gut feeling is that it will stop this year.
So thank you, Red, for answering my questions. And I just want to say all over the guests who are attending this webinar to grab up this golden opportunity as earlier as you can. And we really need to win it. And if you have a permission, I can sing few lines.
Want to sing for us?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We are in it to win it. In it to win it, in it to win it.
Thank you. That was lovely.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And we
Thank you for answering my questions. And see you all at the top. Your ears is going to pop.
Thank you. Thank you for being here
Thank
today.
you. Bye. Bye. Bye from, this is Sapna Gupta from India. And bye for all of you. Good night. Stay blessed. Okay, bye.
All righty. Thank you so much. That was very sweet. All right. This is the time for question and answers. So take advantage of having Red here. Don't be shy. Red, did you want to say anything to kind of spark some discussion here?
Yeah, obviously there's guests on here as well, so we need to be very mindful and careful of what we are going to be talking about. But I think always a good discussion to be having about Onpassive and all the rest of it is your actual individual reasons of why you looked and joined Onpassive. Everyone has a different reason for why they looked at it, whether it is that they came in that they wanted the money, whether they were looking for a product-based business, you trusted your friend, for instance, which is a lot of the reasons that people come here, or you're just looking for something new, fresh, or don't want to miss that boat because you've heard and read so much about it. Now, obviously, I'm here and I don't mind asking a lot of questions, but if they are founder-based ones, then I'll defer that for the Monday night founders only ones. But, you know, I mean, I'm always was interested to listen to you guys, the founders, of why you guys actually joined Onpassive. You know, when you got in, what were you thinking at the time? Because everybody has this mental image in their mind when they first hear about Onpassive and what it is, and if that's changed over the period of time that you've learned more about it, and you know what your passions are and what you want to do with Onpassive. You know, everybody has different reasons for being here, and it for myself, I can talk about me all the time, but actually it's actually more important to understand why you guys are here in Onpassive.
Thank you very much. Well, we seem to have a hand raised from HEJO. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening. My name is Hamsetu Emily, and I'm a founder, but I invited a few guests to the webinar, which they don't know anything about Onpassive. So some of them have texted me to ask if you could talk about what Onpassive is all about and what it takes to be a founder.
Okay, I'll try and do it in a pretty quick nutshell for you. This opportunity at the moment for a founder is we are inviting people to participate as a founder and partner of Onpassive in this pre-launch stage. Okay, we are building the business. We are founding the company of Onpassive. We are getting everything together. That means building the website, the products, services, all the tools, and putting them into an ecosystem that we call Onpassive. We will have around about 50 different digital products and services. Now, many of these digital products and services, you'll see very similar ones online at the moment that millions, and not even millions, but billions of people are using right now. Around about 4.5 billion people use similar products and services that Onpassive have built. Now, we haven't taken other products and revamped them. We have built every single one of our products and services from the ground up. We have integrated them all with artificial intelligence, okay, so that they can be used individually or seamlessly together. This is all underneath one umbrella, one ecosystem. You can pop over to onpassive.com at any time, have a look at the products and services there. There's an FAQ section, and it will give you an in-depth explanation of every single one. But at least to say that if you can think of a product or a service that you use as a user now online, and that is across the board, whether you're a business or a personal use, we have got a similar product or service that you are using right now. So if you like using Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, we've got a product for that. If you're a business and you use conferencing services, we're using Zoom right now. We've got a product for that. If you're a school or a college, university, business that do online training or education of any sort, we have a product and service for that. If you're a business and you need to track your advertising, we have products for that. If you need secure online movement of information, like virtual private networks or text messages that you use for WhatsApp, we have services for that. Any product and service that you can think of that is being used right now online, we have a similar product and service for it. So what is the advantage of you as a founder? You join in this early bird part of Onpassive. Now, if you want to know how much it's going to cost you, then get back to the person who has invited you and they can fill you in more detail. I'm not going to go into it on this webinar here, but suffice to say that it is an extremely cheap price point to join in this early bird. And as a founder, you will have the ability to have everything done for you, 100% automated, hands-free, because we will be paying the company to do everything for you. So there is no recruiting, there's no selling, there's no holding stock or anything like that. All you have to do is join as a founder and to participate. In return, the company will do everything for you. They're going to give you a domain name, they're going to give you a website that they will build for you on your behalf, and then they will market that website with all the products and services of Onpassive to the customers. Like I said, we are looking for founders right now. When we launch to the world, we are going to then turn into a customer-based business. This means that customers will physically be buying our products and services. We as founders in return will then get commissions from these customers buying these products and services. So the company do everything for us. Customers buy the products. If they've clicked on your link, then you will get a commission. It is as simple as that. So when they say now is the time to join, they really do mean now is the time for join. That window of opportunity to become a founder is closing this year. That is my belief. So you've got a couple of weeks to get in at the price that the person who brought you here will tell you about. Okay, so it really is a very small risk to an extremely big reward. I hope that's helped to explain a bit.
Thank you. Hopefully that is a good enough answer. I mean, it is in a nutshell, but it gives you the essence of Onpassive. I think you hit it right there. I mean, Red, you said it all. Basically, the AI and the company does everything for you. AI will bring you customers. The company will pay you commissions based on what those customers buy. And these customers are buying digital products from us every month. So your income was going to come in every month. Your commissions are coming in every month. But the beauty of Onpassive is everything is done for you. And the company guarantees your success, right, Red? There's no other company on earth that I know of that will guarantee your success and in which you can come in at a very, very low entry price. And you can find out that price through the person that sent you to this webinar. But suffice it to say, as Red said, this is a company like no other. And this opportunity to become a founder is time limited. And he may be very right. This opportunity may end in a couple of weeks. So don't delay. Go back to whoever sent you. They can give you a little more information if you want more. You know, get the registration link and sign up. Just sign up. Our slogan is just get in and you will win. And that is absolutely true with this very unique business model that we offer you. So get in and change your life. Make it a wonderful life of true freedom. What is true freedom? It's defined as financial freedom, but not only financial freedom, but time freedom, right? We know a lot of people that are wealthy, but they have no time. They're spending a lot of time making sure that they keep earning that money. You're not going to have that in Unpassive. You're going to have that time to enjoy a quality life and do the things that matter to you and help humanity. Thank you very much, Red.
Right.
Now,
Richard Branson once said, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, just say yes and get in, and then learn.
You kind of got muted on the end, but I know what you said. Richard Branson says, if someone offers you an opportunity and you're not sure, just get in, join, and then you can learn about it as you go. So don't tarry, is his point. I think he might have gotten frozen. Hopefully he's still in. He'll probably come back in a little bit. While we're waiting for Red to come back, let me give the mic to Gladys.
Yes, I just want to talk on what Mr. Red just said. I have 2 emails now. I have to register some founders, and those founders have been holding from joining because they were afraid that if they join and they are not able to bring in somebody, they are not able to recruit, how are they going to benefit? So this is another beauty of Onpassive, that you don't have to recruit to be successful. Thank God, initially, because I joined in Onpassive in 2018 July, the goal was totally no bringing in new founders. But Ash changed his mind because of the founders who are there. Some of them have been in business for long. They have done this for long, and they realize some people will never know about the opportunity unless they are told. So they enjoy sharing. Because of that, Ash gave us the freedom of sharing the opportunity, and the people have come in. There's no ads that have been put out there to advertise for founders to come in. It's basically a word of mouth. You reach out to the people that you care about, you share the opportunity, you give them the honest information. Ash has said that stay truthful and everything will be all right, because if you lie, you're gonna have to work so hard to maintain that lie. So by being honest and sharing the opportunity with the people that we care about, they understand they don't have to recruit to be successful. They are open now to join. Another thing, we look forward, we are confident we'll be successful in Onpassive by recognizing also that success will come at different times. Some people will achieve their goal sooner. Some people will take a little bit longer to achieve the goal. But we know that our lives are changed. Thank you so much. Back to you, Lynn. Lynn, are you on?
You're muted,
Sorry,
Lynn.
I was muted. Hi, Marcia and Hemabu. You can unmute yourself and say what you have to say.
Hi, Lynn. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are listening to us from. As you all know, I'm not a guest. I'm a proud founder, and I'm happy to be a founder member of Onpassive. I just wanted to give a little word of encouragement to our new guests that they are in here. And I put my hand up because I realized that there was no question coming. I know it's a guest webinar, but sometimes we have to encourage our guests. They don't have to be shy. I was like that, just like them when I got in the first time in a webinar. I didn't answer any question, but means I understood everything and I got registered, and I'm happy for whoever invited me. Please, my dear brother and sister, I think Onpassive was made for people like us. Onpassive was made for us to change the world, to just extend, as Mr. Ash Mufara extended a heart to us. Don't get angry if you tell somebody about Onpassive and they don't join. It's just because they don't have the heart of giving. Because Onpassive is built with love. If today you have $1 and you cannot share that $1 with somebody, you're not going to have $1 million tomorrow from Onpassive and share it with people. That's the reason when they tell you about this vision, you don't see it. Because even God knows that when you got that money, you will not do nothing but for yourself. So this vision is going for people that they have heart. This vision is for people that they know that they want to help the humanity. They knew that people are suffering around the world. People like me, needed this position, this opportunity to go out and extend themselves and give the love and give the passion for everything that they have always wanted to do. And we are really grateful for Mr. Ashmofera that saw it and said, a lot of people around the world, I'm going to be the correction of that corruption of every single thing that is going on the world, not only in the digital world, because guess what? When you don't have money, you have a lot of problems. When you don't have wealth, you have a lot of problems. And Onpassive is here to solve our problems. In the man of zero, we don't have to do nothing. We have to sleep. Onpassive will be solving our problem for us. All you have to do is thank the person who let you know about this opportunity, jump in, sit down, and keep thanking this person every day and keep knowing that you are the chosen one. Because if you are not the chosen one, you will not even know about this opportunity. I've been in for going to July 31st, I'm going to be 2 years in Onpassive, but believe me, this is the best thing that have ever happened to my life. They are not paying anybody in here. It's a benevolent job for now. But all of us, we are addicted. We are in because we know, we are patient because we know we are going to be blessed tomorrow. And that's what we are in every day. We are in because we see the vision. We know what is going to happen when this monster gets out to the world. We know what is going to happen. People like me coming from Africa, I live in the United States, but I'm originally from Cameroon. I know where I came from. I will never forget the day that I sleep without food, and I know people are still doing it. I will never forget the day that I went to school with no shoe or even chalk to write on the board. I know it's still going there. And I'm so happy because I know all of that is not a matter of time, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to change some life because of Onpassive. So if you are a guest in here today, please don't even ask you want to know more. Do like me, jump in and learn about it along the way because you don't want to be left over. It's going to be more difficult for you if you get at the door and tomorrow you realize that you were just at the door and you refuse to get in that plane and the door gets closed and you are left behind. I don't know what's going to happen to your life. So you are already lucky you know about it. Take it and let's move on. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcienne. You will not find someone who's more passionate than Marcienne. You can hear it in her voice. She lives a non-passive life. She eats Onpassive. She breathes Onpassive. She works full time, but you would never know it. She's on almost every webinar, literally. She can be on 3 webinars at once sometimes, just so that she doesn't miss a single word. So Marcienne, you're such an inspiration to us all. Thank you for sharing your heart with us.
Thank you, Lynn. And actually, I'm in the French webinar, in the onboarding French webinar now. So you are right. Thank you.
We know you too well. You're awesome. Thank you. Next, we have Gideon Zemba.
Thank you very much. I must appreciate you, Marcienne. I saw you are driving, you are on another webinar, and you just also jumped in on this one and gave us that motivational speech. That's very appreciated. Thank you very much. Just talking about it, if you look at our invitation to this webinar, it says, blessed to be a blessing. There's one special thing about Onpassive, and then the fact that you are not under obligation to even share this opportunity is just what makes this company, Onpassive, to be different from any other company. Maybe you have been in any business or the other, where recruitment, as the case is compulsory, or you are told you have to do it if you will even make any money. But we have the different approach to it. We reversed it. We said, no, you don't have to do that. Mr. Ashmofere, the CEO of Onpassive, blesses our life by giving us this opportunity to be founders. And it is of our own volition that we want to share. We know that if we share it, we'll become a blessing to someone else. We will help someone else to succeed. We will help someone else to become financially and time-free, that is to have total freedom. And we also know that just as Masen said, if you give someone a dollar, you'll be able to stand the chance to have more to share next time. So we know that if we share the opportunity, more will come to us and we will have more and more to share with people. So that is how it is. So if you are just about joining us or you joined us with that same interesting approach that you are now under obligation to share, yes, it still remains that way. But just look at it this way. If you take that chance to make sure, at least from your inner circle, your family members, your friends, those you want to associate with, your co-workers, anybody you feel is in your position now, or anybody you want his life to get better, just give that person the same chance to become a founder in Onpassive. We are very much sure that just yesterday in one of our founders webinars, I heard one of our leaders say, just imagine that in a short while, let's say a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, money will no longer be your problem. This is what we know that this company will do for us. It is not by magic, it's not by wishful thinking. It is because the company Onpassive will use artificial intelligence to drive traffic to our products and services. And by so doing, because just you are a founder, just because you are a founder now, or shortly within this period, as you are listening to us, you become a founder, you are made. All that traffic, all the sales that are coming through your system, you will be blessed with enough bonus from that. Which company can do that for you? It's only Onpassive, and that's why we know that as time goes on, we will not have any other issue. Just as Masen says, there are so many people suffering in many countries around the world. Where I am from is not an exception. Maybe you see people like that where you are too. This company will change so many things because you, I, and any other person will become a blessing to those individuals. Because when money is no longer an issue to you and you have love in your heart, you have that sharing spirit, which we have.
Okay, we'll come back.
Imbibed.
Oh, there. You got cut off a little bit.
Oh,
about
sorry.
30 seconds worth got cut off.
Okay, sorry about that. So with that same love and sharing spirit that we have imbibed from Onpassive, the money you will have will be so much that you will look for what to do with it. You will look for people to bless, people to change their life, children to send to school, people to pay their medical bills. You could even build a hospital. What can you do when you have all the money that you need? So this opportunity is not just for us, it's for the whole world. But we know that the whole world cannot be part of Onpassive, but even one person can assist in changing the life of as many people as possible. And the ripple effect will go so viral and so wide that everybody is touched. This is the spirit and the mindset of Mr. Ash Mufare that we are also propagating. So get on board if you are not yet. If you have gotten on board, get as many people as you wish to come on board as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gideon. Such a great leader, and I love how you explain Onpassive. It's so clear when you explain. Thank you so much. We're at the hour point, so we would like to have our second speaker speak. Dr. Benny, I see you're there, and we will have you right after Jelana. Is that okay, Dr. Benny? Thank you. Okay, so now I would like to introduce Jelana. She's a founder, and she's just one of those people that are inspirational and motivational. So we look forward to hearing her words. Go ahead, Jelana.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Gladys, Gideon. It's great to see you, Red. So Jumbo Africa, nice to be here. It's my first really speaking, Jumbo, my first time speaking on a webinar. So, you know, I'm just a little bit shy, but I will make it. What everybody has said is like, you know, taking all the words out of my mouth. So I don't know what else to say, except when you've looked into this business, why have you looked into your business? What is your why? Why did you click on this business? Why did you come onto this webinar? Ask yourself that question. Is it to help your family? Is it to leave behind a legacy? Is it to help people in Africa? Is it to help you know, your kids go to school? What is the reason you came on this webinar? What is the reason that, you know, that you wanted to hear what we Onpassive has to offer. And speaking of Onpassive, like, you know, we are all very grateful to Ash Mafara for this amazing opportunity that is ahead of us. Nobody knows what's ahead of us except that it is going to be amazing. When you get to the top, your ears are going to pop. One of my quotes that I would like to share with everybody was, whoever has will be given more, and he will have abundance. Whoever doesn't, even what he has will be taken away from him. That word has means, are you grateful? Are you grateful for the person that has invited you here today? When we find gratitude, even in the little, even if you only have $1 and you're grateful to have that dollar and be grateful for that dollar, more is going to start flowing into your life. So if you're grateful for the friend you learn to be grateful for the person that's invited you, because your life is going to change. Your life is going to change with this business. So gratitude is something that we should start our day with. Like, be grateful for waking up and be able to breathe and to be able to be on this webinar. Be grateful for the person that's invited you to this webinar, because it's going to be amazing. There's nothing that you can't do with this business. There's nothing that you dream of will not happen. And then when you have all the money you need for whatever it is you need it for, there's going to be an abundance to help. And my dream is to go back to Africa. I was born in Africa. I was born in Uganda, in Entebbe to be exact. And I studied in all over Uganda, Soroti, Gulu, Mbale. I even went to Kisumu. I studied in Kisumu. So my life, my whole, you can take a girl out of Africa, but you can't take Africa out of me. So my whole goal is to go back to Africa and help the orphanage and help the single mothers out there. And I know I can do it now. I know I can dream again. And this is what this whole business is giving us, a chance to be able to dream again. We all want to dream, but you know, we've been kept in slavery. And this business, Onpassive, and the vision that Ash has is just not for me. It's for everybody, because everybody that comes in is going to win. You can come in with nobody in your team, and you're still going to win. It's not going to be you're going to win. You're going to earn $1 million tomorrow. No, you're still going to earn. Even if it starts off with $50, $100, you're still going to get to that point where you will earn, you will win if you're in. So my thing is, come in, get in, and talk to the person that has brought you in. Sit down and write your why. When you sit and write down your why, you will see the bigger picture. You will start to see that it's not just about me. It's about who can I help? The other business I was in, you know, my upline was talking about how much money he's going to make, blah, blah, blah. The day he changed his mind and said, how can I help somebody? So everyone that I brought into my team, I never looked at me. I looked at how am I going to help them? And most of my team is in Uganda. I have a team in Canada, because that's where I am from now. So my thing is, how is that when you bring these people in, how do you think that's going to change their life? And go back to your why. Sit down with them and say, if they haven't jumped in, sit down with them and say, why do you want to come in here? What, you know, when you come in here, what is this opportunity going to bring in for you? Sit down with them and explain to them the why. You know, Red did a great job of explaining our products. You know, Gideon talked about the being there. It's just a big package. At the end of the day, you have to find out your why, and go back to the person. If you're not sure, go back to the person. Sit down with your why, and it's about giving. It's not about receiving. It's giving from your heart. When you have all this, what can you give from your heart? What can you give back to the world? There's a lot of people out there that need us. There's a lot of people that need our help. Thank you for letting me speak today. God bless and be a blessing to the world. Thank you, Gladys.
Thank you, Jelana. Gladys, you want to moderate? Go ahead.
Thank you, Jelana, so much. Thank you for the passion that you have, not only for Onpassive, but you have such a great passion for Africa. You have such a great passion to help. And I think I shared this in our second webinar, that in my team, I tried to reach out to the people that we have worked together before in trying to do charity, trying to help where we can, because I wanted them also to have that financial freedom so that we can be able to work together, we can be able to give together. And if you really care for somebody and you are able, some people have more, some people have less. If you are a founder and you can afford another position, I say bless somebody. That's why, as Gideon says, our flyer or our poster says always blessed to be a blessing. So if you are a founder and you want to bless a loved one, who you share to them and they capture the vision, because without the vision, these are the people who will be unsatisfied. Those are the people who will be complaining. Those are people who will be seeing you that you are falling into something else, which is real, because Onpassive is different. It's unique, and it's gonna rub some people the right way and some people the wrong way. But as one of our fellow founders said, don't give up. Don't beg anybody to join. Don't force anybody to join, but just share the truth about Onpassive. And if they capture the vision, they will come in. Thank you so much, Jalana, and I look forward to continue working with you in working together to do good to humanity. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Lynn, back to you.
Thank you, Jelana. Awesome. Amazing. You understand what Onpassive is about. It's not just about the money. It's about how we're going to use that money to benefit the world, make the world a better place. You got it. Thank you so much, Jelana. Next, we have Dr. Pendy, who is going to share some words with us. Hi, Dr. Pendy.
Hey. Hi, Mr. Red. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for everything, for your leadership. You have been there for us, not only for those in your, should I say in your country, but all over the globe. Thank you so much. Did you guys enjoy his presentation?
Yes.
Okay. So if you did enjoy this presentation, I am talking to our newest guest. Now, because of the thing that came out from his mouth, he is not joking. This company is not a joke. This company is for real. Have you guys ever realized that a company that has more than 800 employees, do you guys think that this is a joke? No, it is not. Let me tell you guys why I joined Onpassive. I joined Onpassive because I was looking for an opportunity to pay off my school loan. I will always say that because that's the reason why I joined Onpassive. My school loan is a lot of money that you can even buy a house in United States. So a trusted friend of mine called me March of 2020, and she told me that she hasn't seen me online with like multi-level marketing. She hasn't seen, she always see but my sister, but not me. So I told her that I don't have time for multi-level marketing, because multi-level marketing, you have to bring somebody in order to make money. I don't have time for that. So she told me, Onpassive, it's not like that. I said, really? So I was a little bit excited, but she didn't really tell me what Onpassive was all about. But 2 weeks later, actually, she told me to join the same day because I trusted her. That same day, I joined and I included my 2 children. So 2 weeks later, we have an African man who loves all of us. They call him the man on a mission, Mr. Charles Awesome. He had a webinar just like this, and he explained the reason why I'm here. The way he explained to us, no recruitment, no auto shipment, and that we have viable, Onpassive has viable and legitimate products. So I'm going to give you an example of viable product. See this cell phone here? Everybody in the world has cell phone, right? Because it is necessary. We all need it. So the product that we have more than 50 products. They are all necessary. They are viable in this country or all over the globe. By the way, I didn't even greet you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my queens and to my kings on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. Are you guys doing well? Happy Saturday. Now, let me proceed. The reason why I joined Onpassive is because our CEO loves humanity. If he did not love humanity, I will not be able to see you guys today. A lot of people have been suffering all over the globe. In Cameroon, Nigeria, India, people are suffering a lot. He does not want us to suffer. Do you guys know that God sent him to us? God did. I am not lying, because he said, either I do or I die. That's what he said. God sent him to us. So because God sent him to us, please make sure you go out there and share this opportunity to your brothers and sisters, to your friends, and to those that they don't like you. You know, I always say that, right? You have people who are enemies that they don't like you. Tell them about this opportunity. When they come and join, they will always protect you wherever you are. Now, let me tell you one thing. The reason is I saw the vision about Onpassive. Our Africans, I need you guys to see it. Listen to me carefully. I am a Cameroonian. I have been here for 30-something years. Never gone back to Cameroon. My father has 27 children, and I have created emails for all of them. So you can do the same thing to your brothers and sisters. In Kenya, I would like you guys to at least one person to create 2 to 3 emails to help your brothers and sisters. Now, let me tell you, after we start making the dollars, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to use this money. I used to work with mental retarded children in United States. I mean, I'm still here. I saw them suffering. You have a lot of single parents. Then you have orphanage. There are a lot of problems. So if you're making all this big money, at least it's good to share. And I think that is what I am going to do. You guys know that I don't sleep well, right? Because just like Lynn said, I eat Onpassive, I drink Onpassive, I sleep Onpassive, and I dream. So my main aim is to encourage each and everyone. Now, I am a cybersecurity analyst. I did my due diligence to know, for everybody to know that Onpassive is for real. It is being registered in Florida, United States. If a company is not registered, guess what? Don't join. If a company doesn't have product, don't join. Our CEO actually stated that he's here to change from corruption to correction. He will continue to do that, and he loves all of us. Look, I know that it's time to go, but I do have a lot to say, but I won't say it now. I would like you guys to join so that they call me Mama Africa. When you join and you have problem, I am here to work with you. So are you ready to join Onpassive? so that we can all work together. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Ms. Gladys, Ms. Lynn.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. After that presentation, I can guarantee you there are people in this group here who are going to become founders thanks to you. So thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you. Now we have, thank you. Now we have Sophie C. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Sophie.
I'm actually very new. I'm a day old in Onpassive. I joined yesterday.
Welcome.
So I just had a question. Is there any way we can, is there a next of kin, or in case we'd like to maybe by the time we are making the money, is there next of kin, or because there's life and there's death, we can't.
Yes, good question.
Yeah.
Redfern, he can answer that for you.
Very good question. And actually, it's a good question because it means you're thinking about the road of this opportunity, at how far down it's going to go. Every single founder's position is willable and transferable. What we recommend that everybody does, the minimum that everybody does, is your founder position. You write down on a piece of paper what the account name is, the email address that is appertainable to that account, and the login password. And at the top of the piece of paper that you write it all down with, the minimum you should do is saying, on my death, I would like these accounts to be passed to whoever it is. If you want to do it completely legally, then with whatever legal department in your country, you draw up a will and you put the same information down there. So all the company need then is proof of death of your certificate and proof that you are handing over your accounts to the beneficiaries that you have written down. So it's a very good question and one that has been thought of by the company. And yes is the answer. It is all willable to next of kin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. Appreciate your question.
And congratulations on joining. You saw the vision. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to our Onpassive family. Next, we have.
Let me just say one thing before I forget. For the new founders, we have a WhatsApp group for Kenyan founders or founders from Kenya. So you can reach out to Monica. Monica, if you can put your information on the chat group so that someone can reach out to you, either Monica or Maina, one of the leaders, Pastor Waia, so that we can have you join the group. We stopped posting our link here because we want to be sure that the only people who come to that group are paid founders who are fully founders, fully members of Onpassive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good point. Next, we have Jean-Pierre Kenmonge. I probably pronounced that wrong, but JP, welcome to our webinar. You're up.
Thank you, Lynn. Hello, Red. Good to see you. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Gladys. Hello, Dr. Benny. Hi, Kenya. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good. I just want to share some word of encouragement for those new founders or those who still have doubt. I'm going to start by my story, my personal story. How do I join Onpassive? A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, called me, that was last year at 8 p.m. Central Time, say, hey, Jean-Pierre, there's something that's going on. I don't know myself, but I'm going to put your name there. I'm going to register you. I'm going to do everything. I say, hey, look, you are my friend. What you say to me, I'm trusting you. You can't lie to me. just go ahead. I'm going to jump in and we're going to see what's going on. If we don't like it, we're going to go out. But if it's something good, we're going to continue. And that what she did. It was a lady, women, by the way. So she did that, and 3 days after, she invited me on the webinar, something like this, webinar like this, for the guests, and they give explanation. I have a little bit knowledge, a little knowledge of that, very little. I say, okay. I listen to the webinar. I say, well, there's something good. There's something good. Let's just continue listen and embrace what they are saying, and continue to have the information to better understand what's going on and where that company is going. And that's what we did. I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I'm joining that, because I wanted to make money, right? Like everybody. I wanted to make money. But guess what? The very good surprise that instead of making that money, I embrace different things and new people. I realize that I can learn more culture. I realize I can socialize from many people around the world. There's something great. Surrounding by all people that would love you, who are there, who join you when you are in pain, join with you, embrace your pain, take your pain as their own. Where can you say that? That money is really behind for me right now. Because if I share that, I say I have this problem right now, many people going to join, call me. What's going on? What can I do? Can we buy sort of thing? No, I don't think so. So please, brothers and sisters, I'm a Cameroonian, okay? I'm living in the United States, but I'm a Cameroonian. You are my brother, you are my sister. I can't get the information I didn't share with you. If I don't share for you, I'm going to be mad by myself. Even God not going to like me, okay? Because I didn't tell you the truth. So the person who told you this information like you a lot, I say a lot, and you have to trust him. Not only you're going to make that money you want to, you're going to make a lot of money. That's something, it's done deal for you. But beside that, you're going to help your neighbor, your friend, your parent, your whoever, your community to change their own life. To change their own life. Myself, I'm already create a foundation. You're going to say to do what? To help women and children in the poor community around the world. And I'm going to do it. Okay? So even starting my community back home there are women and children who cannot afford even something to eat at home. You have to help people like that. Yes. Do something for yourself. Do something that somebody you're going to say, hey, when you are not there, you're going to say, hey, that person, the name of Jean-Pierre or the name of Peter or whatever, when he was here, we were good. It's because of him that my kid earned this certificate. It's because of him that I bought this thing. It's because of him that I create this thing. It's because of him that, yes, brother, sister, jump in. Yes, I know that you have doubt now because you understand. Jump in. Ask question. Your why. That's some other people already say. Why? Ask him. They're going to have answer for all those why. And believe me, you're going to be positively satisfied. Believe me. You can trust me what I'm saying. Yes. Please. It's just please. It's something good for all of us. We have to change our mindset to understand that when someone gives you a good information, we have to embrace it. We have to go in and check ourselves, but you have to be in before you check in. You can't be out and you check. How are you going to be out and you're going to check? You cannot. All the information you're going to get are going to be wrong. Get in and check. and you will get it. Please, please, that person, go back to him and say thank you. But before that, before you go to bed today, if you can, just jump in, sign it tonight, okay? If not, sign it tomorrow at least, and then start asking questions, every person. Thank you so much.
Thank you, JP. Very, very good presentation, powerful. And as you say, JP, the money part, it's a done deal, right? It's a done deal. But what are we gonna do with all that money that we're gonna eventually get through this company? We're gonna make a difference in people's lives all around the globe. Onpassive is not just a company, it is a movement. We're just fortunate to know about it before most of the world is going to know about it. We are blessed. Thank you very much, JP. Next, we have Pastor Paul, a leader in Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming here and speaking.
Hey, thank you, Madam Lynn. How are you doing?
Great. Can't
Thank you.
wait to hear your words.
Yes, thank you for always being there for us. I want to start by appreciating Mr. Q&A, Reverend, for coming down to Kenya this night. I want to appreciate Lynn and Dr. Benny and Gladys for her effort. We are trying, and God will continue to help us. Continue no matter the response. We are not moved by the immediate response, but all we know is that our people will continue to come. The more we are pressing, they are getting the understanding, and I can say maybe it's because of us that the Onpassive has stayed up till now. Because if Onpassive would have launched in the last 1 year, 1 year, 3 months, so many of us would not be there. But today we are here, and then we are equally struggling for more of our people. And by the grace of God, He is helping us. Since early in the morning, I was gathered by so many founders all around from morning till not few minutes ago before I am done with them, and not even through, but at least, and they were all happy, rectifying 1 or 2 things. And those are the spirit, that is the spirit. It's not easy, but we have to continue pressing no matter the sacrifice to make sure that our people keep on coming, just like every other persons have said. There is no new thing to talk, but all we are saying is we are assuring our people that this is the best place to be at this point. And even after now, we don't know if we can get this kind of opportunity again. A place where not something that we have no idea of, but something we have several similar opportunities that we have seen, that we have heard about. So we don't need to preach so much before we need to jump in, because already we have idea of the same kind of company that is existence and how much both value and finance they have been making and all of that. So we getting this information and even have the opportunity to be there is just by the grace of God. So we just have to try and catch more. Just that the more our people, we should not be tired. Like somebody has said, if you have talked to one person, the person did not understand, press more. Talk to the person more. Try to let the person understand more. And before you know, they will jump in. There are so many of our people that you find it difficult to get it, but when they get the whole thing eventually, they put all their hearts and they find a way of even multiplying and adding their account to cover some other people around them. So I will continue to do. And finally, I will not stop appreciating all of you, because it is only by a humanitarian heart. It's not easy. Seeing Lynn, seeing Dr. Benny everywhere around us, even more than we, it is something that a huge appreciation. So God will continue to strengthen all of you to make sure that your heart and all your effort will not be in vain. Thank you so much. And God bless everyone.
Thank you, Pastor Paul. We appreciate your efforts. And you might want to share a little bit about the goal of one Nigerian family having a position in all of Nigeria, one position per family, because I think it's something that we might want to use in other countries as well. Are you there, Pastor Paul?
Yes.
So
That
you
is the
want to
mission.
expound on that because it's special.
Oh, okay, that is my mission. That is what I've launched in Nigeria, that at least every family in Nigeria must have one. And as I'm standing now, we are pushing and we are getting it. And some families are getting more than one, more than two, more than three, more than four. And whatever, thank God that God is delaying the process for us, and we are matching out. The more we are getting, since morning I've been making payment. So we are trying, and I believe God is in our heart. So He's bringing it, He's putting it in our hands, and we are happy.
That is great. It's a great initiative, and it's achievable through Onpassive. Thank you so much. Next, we have Aisha from Nigeria, a very strong female leader. Go ahead and speak, Aisha.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me, Lynn? Am I audible, Lynn?
Yes, you are.
Yes, very audible.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Thank you all. I'm so happy to be here today. I want to appreciate Lynn. She's always there with us here in Africa. And Red, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, you all have said it all. You know, it will look as if we are repeating and repeating and repeating. My advice for the guests here tonight, if you're a guest here, please don't waste any time thinking about this opportunity that has been offered to you. You know, you just need to just get that vision and hope in, and make sure you bring in your family. You know, here in Nigeria, we have a mission, as Pastor Paul has said earlier. Our mission is to make sure that at least one person has one account in every household. And again, if you are able to help one person, that one person will help another person, that one person, other person will help another person. It will continue and will definitely achieve what we want here in Nigeria. So I want to appreciate you all once again. And us as a founder, we should always think, we should always, I don't know how to put it, make sure we try to help people more so that they'll be able to get in. You know, there's no way you can help everyone around you, but you'll be able to help people that God have put into your life. At least with that, we're going to achieve that. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Cedric. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Aisha. Lovely words from you. We appreciate your leadership qualities and your commitment to helping Nigeria have more and more founders. That never ends. We can never have enough founders in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha, for those words. I'm so glad that we are sharing a mission. I think it was our first webinar or our second webinar that we said our mission is to try and have every Kenyan family have at least one founding position point. And we reinforced the importance of going back to our roots. I am based in the United States. I've been here for 20 years. I do visit home, and my passion with this Onpassive has really, I believe God has laid it in my heart to go back to my roots. I can do something to my village. You know, as we know in Africa, a child belongs to the community. A child does not only belong to the father or a mother. So when we were young, I remember my mom could go to the market and she could leave me with the women back home. Like, you know, some go to the market, leave their children home. The parents who are home takes care of all the children in that clan. So those are the people that I want to help. Unfortunately, some may have not lived long enough to enjoy or to receive my help. But I believe because Onpassive, we are focused on family, friendship, and legacy, and doing something good to humanity, I can help their great-grandchildren, I can help their grandchildren, at least for one founding position in the family. That will be the only thanks that I can give for the help that they gave me when I was a child. So thank you so much for that. Lynn, back to you.
Thank you. I can't wait to see what you do back in your village, you know? It's going to be wonderful to see the changes that happen within the village. Very exciting.
Yes.
All right. Yes, yes, thank you. Next we have, who's up next? We've got Marie Pendy. Hi, Marie, good to see you here. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am here in Virginia in the United States of America. I have been in the United States for 36 years and counting. When I came here right out of high school, I thought my goal was to go back to Cameroon, where I come from, and just stay there and be productive. But time keeps going on, and Africa in general has depreciated a lot to the point where we think that it is non-productive to go there. As we came and ran through by divine intervention, I think anybody who is in this panel is not here by just coincidence. God has chosen you. God has chosen you, I believe, that you will bless other people as other people bless other people. Kenyans, do not miss this opportunity. This is an opportunity once in a lifetime that you can bless yourself and touch other people who will touch other people. Then a group of villagers will touch a community, and the community will touch other community, and the blessings will flow. Thanks to Mr. Ash Mufara, who saw this vision and he's on a mission to correct the corruption. It is our one-time opportunity. Any guest who is in this forum, listening to this webinar, please do not waste time. The train is about to leave the station. The door will close. This is the most important decision you ever make in your life. And you will look back and say, thank you, Lord, for choosing me to be the leader. So I'm impressing upon you guys. This is our chance to make a difference for generations upon generations to come, even when we are gone. So any guest who is in this webinar, please jump on, get on and take your position. If you can help a neighbor, do so before you start thinking about what this is about, before it's too late. Thank you so much, all the leaders. Thank you, Cedric. Thank you, Dr. Benny. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Gladys Nayaboro, who is trying to push the Kenyans to get on board. This is our opportunity to change Africa. This is our opportunity to change Africa. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Marie. Thank you so much. Very inspiring. Thank you. Next, we have Cedric. You're up, Cedric Flowers.
Yes, thank you, Lynn. Appreciate you. Hi, everyone. Good evening, I think it is there. Good afternoon, good morning. It's good afternoon here. Anyway, it's good to be here. It's always a pleasure. I'm so happy to be among people that's have the same mindset that I do finally. I've been looking for this for a good while, ever since I started working, really, because Warren Buffett, he puts it best for me. You don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you be working until you die. And I know we got it now. It's a song. Onpassive brings so much memories to me and things and thoughts. But there's a song called Melinda. Melinda's a girl who came in my world that made all the interest in other girls stop. That's Onpassive to me. It made all my interest in other things stop. Well, online jobs or, jobs, period. Don't have to, I got control of my life now. Don't have to be a part of no 9 to 5 or, clocking in, clocking out. Because, when you clock out, the money stops. Stop making money. Well, I know it ain't about the money, but I got a lot of thoughts in my head right now. So I think, in my opinion, I don't want to make it about money all the time, but I think this country, this world, that's the problem. And it's not only that. I mean, we got, love, compassion. People are missing that in their life too, as much as the money, the apples. A lot of people don't have love and compassion in their life. I mean, coming from their own family. I got friends that say, they friends are more in their life than their own family, but that's another story. But what I'm trying to say, we know Onpassive is the correction to the corruption, but I think Onpassive will, I think somebody said, they, they move away from their neighbors or whatever, and then they scared what their neighbor's going to do because you don't want to share with them. Bring the people in, because the finance is the problem, among other things. But I think Onpassive it's going to solve a lot of issues in this world. Because I like when I hear people say when they can go back to their native country and help those people out, and I'm willing to help them too. I'm willing to help this world. You talk about a why. My why was always big. I was in other online companies or whatever, and they claim, your why wasn't big enough. Your motivation wasn't big enough. That's a bunch of crap to me, because my why and my motivation is bigger than this world, me personally. But, I'm not going to keep going on. But my bottom line is, your guests, just get in. Just get in. You got nothing to lose and a lot to gain. Because what you going to do if you don't get in this? You're going to keep doing what you've been doing, which, if that's fine with you, fine. If you're going to keep doing that 9 to 5, paycheck to paycheck, again, Onpassive will stop that. It will stop it cold in their tracks. It's like, it will stop it cold. This is the best olive branch in the world. All you have to do is just reach out and grab it. You don't have to do anything. They'll do everything for you. Where you gonna go and get that? A $97? I got that's value in itself. We got so much value just knowing everybody. I know everybody all around the world. Kenya, Cameroon, Ethiopia, you name the country, we there. This is a great business to get into. And you can't lose, you won't lose. And I'll leave it here. My grandmother, I say it all the time. She left a great quote in my life I will never forget. Before I tell you something wrong, I won't tell you nothing at all. Just get in Onpassive. I promise you, you won't regret it.
You said, Jack. You said it all. You said it all.
I got more to say. Oh, in the chat, I left a message after Gene spoke, but it won't let me enter it. I don't know why, but that's another story. But just get in, people. Just get in.
Yep.
It'd be the best decision you ever made in your life. I know it was in mine. So thank you. I see everyone at the top where your ears will pop. Peace and blessings.
Thank you, Cedric. Appreciate it. We're going to wind down. We have a few more minutes left. So we're going to have CK speak, and then I'm going to give the floor to Redfern to say some parting words. And that will be it for us. So go ahead, CK. Unmute yourself.
Wow. Hello, everyone.
Hello, CK.
Hello.
Glad to see you, Leader Lynn, and the other leaders at large. I'm very humble. Mine is maybe to thank all the leaders of council, the likes of Mr. Red, Leader Lynn, Cedric, and the rest. Thank you for your inspiration and maybe for the heart of humanity. I have one question, maybe. If someone is on pending registration and he forgot his password or her password, and the person maybe use a phone, an Android phone, but he or she changed the phone, and the actual, maybe assume that the phone has lost or the person changed, and whatever he has used, whatever email he or she used, he lost, and now he didn't create any. But before he lost, he or she did a pending registration. Now, whenever he or she tries to log in on Founder or GoFounder, the code that is being sent to that email, he or she is not getting. So how did this be helpful? And how the person will log in or get that code so that he or she can do his or her payment? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, CK. Good question. Red Fern, Mr. Q&A.
Yeah.
Would you
well,
like to answer that?
I certainly can do. It's a bit of a founder question, but I'll answer it anyway. Now, if they're a pending founder, the easiest thing to do, because they're only pending, nobody's done anything, okay, as yet, unless it, how long, can I just ask you, CK, how long ago did they register as a pending founder?
Almost 3 months now.
Okay, so it's only 3 months. What I would do, and the easiest way to do it that will save everybody all sorts of trouble, get the person who is the pending founder to make a new email. Okay, make a new email and get the registration link and then just sign up. Okay, because nothing's lost. The only thing they've lost is 3 months. Okay, in the scheme of things, that really isn't a long time at all. So make a new email, new registration. Okay, they can use the same name on it, etc. It's just a new email, and make sure that they keep the if it's a Gmail, you can have 2 forms of recovery. You can have the mobile phone, plus you can have an alternative email as well. So make sure you tick both those boxes when you're setting up the new email, and then you will never lose that account again. That's the easiest way to do it.
Does that answer your question, CK? Are you good with the answer?
Yeah, I am. I thank you for the chance.
You're quite welcome. Now we go back to Red to give his parting comments.
Okay, well, thank you very much for inviting me here anyway for the Kenya. I'm going to say something just before we leave for everybody in Kenya. I'm going to say Asuku Mewima, I think. How was that? That's about as much as I can do in Swahili, but that will do. And for everyone else here, if you expect something to change in your life, you have to change something in your life. You cannot expect to have a different result from doing the same thing every single day. Take that leap of faith, get back in contact with the person who you trust, who has invited you here today to look at this opportunity. They love you. They want you to be part of this journey of Onpassive. This is the early bird opportunity. It is not going to be here for very much longer, and it certainly is not going to come round again. So get in whilst you can, take that leap of faith, trust your friend, and just get in. Thanks very much, Lynn.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being here. I want to give our thanks to Red and Jelana for speaking today. And I also want to acknowledge our hosts, Gideon and Gladys. If you folks, either one of you would like to say a few things before we end, go for it.
Just a few words before Gideon, you come on. Special thanks so much to you, Mr. Red, and pass our regards to your wife. She's always on your side there on the left side, and we appreciate her support. In Onpassive, we value friendship, so we value family. And we know when you are engaged fully in Onpassive, somebody gotta be there taking care of things in the family. So when those apples start coming, please remember your loved ones. Because like me, you just saw my baby came here, my kids are small. I've been here for 2 hours. Somebody had to take care of them, to feed them, to make sure they are well taken care of. That's my husband. He's a founder, but he's not fully engaged as I am engaged, but that comforts me that he supports me. So we thank you so much. Pass our love to your families. We are wrapping up now. Gideon was supposed to give a demo on how to recover your email, but we have run out of time. I'm gonna let you, Gideon, speak. If you can hang on, our Zoom is longer. If you wanna hang on with a few people want to stay on, or else we can do that for the next Zoom meeting on Saturday. So because there is Julie and Milo, and we wanted to hop on to that Zoom. So Gideon, please, can we take care of that next weekend on Saturday so that we can release the leaders and founders to go to Julie and Milo show? Or Lynn, what do you think?
Yeah, I think probably next week would be better. Otherwise, this will be very long webinar.
Right.
Quite long, hard for people to stay that long. So why don't we finish up here? Did Gideon want to say a few words before we end, Gideon?
Yes, that's okay. Let's do the demo or any other thing next week, Saturday. God's willing, let's end here. Thank you very much, all our leaders. Thank you, Red Fan. I always appreciate you. Thank you, Cedric Flores. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dr. Benny. I can't mention all the names, but if you have heard any of the leaders' name, just know your name was mentioned as well. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Thank you. So at this time, we can all unmute and say aloha to one another, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Aloha. Love you guys.
Aloha.
Bye, Monica, everybody.
On board.
Bye-bye.
Peace and blessings
Everybody
from
stay
Philadelphia,
out.
Pennsylvania.
Tony, aloha. Guys,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you
Dr.
very much.
Benny.
I love
Bye,
you,
everybody.
plenty.
Aloha,
Love you all.
I love
Peace and
you,
Bye.
blessings.
plenty.
Thank you
Bye,
so much
Dr. Benny.
for the great job
Bye.
you are doing. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye now. Thank you so
Bye.
much. We
Love you
can end
guys.
it. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
We love you so much.
We love
We love
you.
you too.
Bye.
Gideon,
Bye-bye.
Gideon, you're the host, so you have to
You
end
can
it,
end
okay?
it, Gideon.
Gideon, you're the host.
Thank you, everybody. We love you.
Thank you.
We love you too.
Love you.
We love you so much.